Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays, the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Let's just make sure we're not going to hit the Lost, and we'll start our Eden run, which we are due. Last run was very disappointing, even though we won. Oh man, our damage seems pretty good here. Raw liver in the bean, RN4Y8JRB, that's fine. Really good HP, damage seems decent. I would love to be able to get that, but let's be honest, the odds of it are probably not too good. But mostly I'm just happy to start with a decent amount of HP on an Eden run. The last run was very bad. It was my own fault. We picked up a lot of good items. It would have been a terrible way for it to end the streak, but for the streak to end, I should say. But we got maybe a criminally lucky D4 reroll and basically saved the day. And I took the rest of the night off from Isaac. I've rededicated myself. I said to myself, do you want your streak to end in the 80s? Do you want it to end in the 90s? No, I mean, I wanted to at least reach 100, which is not to say that I wanted to end once we get to 100, but you know what I mean. Like, I've got more work to do before I can slack off, basically, and I'm rededicated. I'm gonna hopefully play, the way that I want to play today. I'm not gonna necessarily say better or worse, but let's say smarter, less preventable idiocy. That doesn't really parse properly in my head, but you know what I mean. If we could have less dumb damage that we totally could have prevented, that would be great. And also probably rushed a little bit on the last floor. So, we did our boss rush thing on the last run. Let's take our time. Let's do our due diligence, as I sometimes say. Very few people know I actually invented that phrase. Yeah, try not to look for it in the dictionary. Because it won't be in there unless you have a phrase dictionary. And what kind of, futuristic society is that? You got a dictionary full of phrases? Look at this time traveler. I'm just going to blow you up, and if you want to blow up next to the Tinted Rock, that's fine. If you don't, that's also acceptable. Got 2 Spirit Hearts, which is a really nice haul. And almost enough money to buy something from the shop. Hoping there's another Tinted Rock available on this floor. It's actually fairly conceivable. A lot of rocks over here. I don't see any on this side, and that's probably more than half of the rocks that are in the level. And I don't see any on that side either. That's fine. With 4 bombs, we will be looking for secret room as well as... Oh, dumb damage. We will be looking for secret room as well as second secret room if we can swing it. I'd like you to come like right... no, right here, right. Close. Right here. Alright, well, whatever. We'll just kill you then. Also acceptable. Let's go see what's in our shop. Maybe we'll blow up our donation machine. We've been pretty kind to it lately. And you know what? An early fanny pack probably would not be the worst thing in the world. It's going to pay for itself pretty quickly. And might be a little bit against convention, but I'm also going to try to get back to 5 cents if we can do that. Our secret room is either going to be here or in the one directly above this. I'm going to try here. With our last bomb, I'm going to try here. And we did get actually quite a lot of money out of that. And that'll be our cue to go down to the next floor. We're doing fine. It sucks that we can't get that dime, but it's not that big of a deal. HP is great. Jesus Juice, a nice little damage upgrade to help us out. The bean is, not great, but at least acceptable. And the fanny pack is going to mean that if we do get an arcade on the next floor, we should be able to get a head start on good consumables, which is the main reason that I was going all in for that. We don't want to shoot that without petrified poop. There's like no chance it'll pay out, but still, a good situation to find ourselves in, I think. And we should really have a good chance at being in a nice position on this floor. Oh, that was quite poor on my part, but that's alright. That key gives us access to the shop. Well, as does this one, I guess. We'll just hold on to this pill just in case it ends up being god-awful. I don't know... Oh, that was a very scary situation. I don't know when we're going to use the pill. Maybe after the boss fight, just to ensure that we're relatively safe. Hoping, obviously, we get a bomb here. You never know. Those stone chests have a... Thought about pushing it over, but it's way too risky. Those stone chests have a tendency to be fairly solid. Worst case scenario, they usually pay for themselves. Best case scenario, of course, you can get like a cricket's head, guppy's head, anything of that variety out of them. That was a really good haul, honestly. For us to be able to get up to 15 cents there early is awesome. I don't believe that we're missing out on any Tinted Rock action. And the bean is actually proving to be a half-decent kind of damage... Not mitigator, quite the opposite. Like, damage contributor, I guess would be a way to put it. The poison damage over time is probably a little overrated by me, but the actual damage in the moment, it seems like it takes 1 or 2 shots off of what we need to normally do to an enemy to really inhibit them. So this is good. I will be looking for basically any other spacebar item of use to replace it. But if we can't get it, then we can still make a pretty good case for this. I do believe that that's our secret room right up there, but I'm going to hold off just a little bit. I don't really have an interest in saving a key. Ah, that was probably not worth it. Yeah, definitely not worth it. We're still not out of the danger zone here, but again, a couple of Spirit Heart losses. They don't ring that poorly for me right now. I'm not super concerned about it until we get into, like, you know, dangerous deal with the devil territory. Especially if we, oh, Jesus. Now it's starting to get a little dangerous. This is poor play. This is what plagued us on the last run. But as long as we can just get it all together here, this is fine. Spider Bite is a very, very good item. I like it a lot. I guess I just ended up... I thought I was going to do something with Strange Attractor on the last floor. I ended up not taking it and not even, like, lampshading it at all. It isn't what, like, I didn't try to hide the fact that I wasn't taking it. Mostly I was just, like... In my head, I was actually thinking that maybe I might take advantage of it, but... I'm not going to take the Hourglass. Not Hourglass, sorry, the Stopwatch. They do very similar things. You know, they both keep track of time. Stopwatch doesn't stop time. Most people are aware of that, but just in case you needed a refresher, that is just a trip down to the next floor. I don't want to take the pill yet. It's going to be a pin fight. Okay, this is not so bad. I actually got a little screwed by Spider Bite there, because the fact that he slowed down made it so that our bean hit didn't actually hit him, but this is okay. All we need to do, we don't have Curse of the Blind on this floor. We have, you know, it's 100% within our power to choose whatever we want on our deal with the devil. The extra HP helps as well. And we will take Guppy's Paw. I think this is totally acceptable. I'm just going to leave it at that. No, you know what? I'm going to use it once. Little risky, but I'm going to use it once, then take the pill. Just in case it was a health upgrade. It was a pretty good chance it was not a health upgrade, but still, it seemed like that was probably a decent selection, or a decent idea there. If I were a second secret room, I would probably be here. And if I was not there, then I would be here. Ah, burns a little bit. Okay. Well, honestly, I think we're just down to the next floor. There are things I like about this floor, and there are things that I do not like so much. The huge thing for us is the Guppy item in the Deal with the Devil precedent. We have enough Spirit Hearts to probably not find ourselves in a difficult spot on the next floor. What I will say is a little suboptimal, of course, is the fact that we low on HP. The HP that we did pick up, we converted right away, which is my own fault. You know, I had agency over that, and I chose to do it, but it's not necessarily a negative, it just could be a negative. It's the less conservative approach, which oftentimes works out the best, and sometimes works out terribly. So I really have put a little bit of extra pressure on myself to not take dumb damage here in the early game, because if I can avoid taking that dumb damage, we won't really suffer the penalties of potentially the suboptimal play that I made. But it might not even be suboptimal. It might be exactly optimal. It might be super optimal. I don't know if that is technically a definition that can exist. One thing's for sure, that is just dumb damage. Someone tweeted me the other day, and they're like, you know, like, 90% of the damage you take is needless just from you getting too close to the enemies. You are absolutely correct. More correct than you know. And yet, I just... Why can't I quit you, you know? I can't seem to stop getting super close to enemies. Now, I'm hoping that financially we end up not only... just gotta pick our moments here. Hoping that we are able to buy something from our shop, even if it just ends up being a consumable. If it's a consumable we need, it's an important thing for us to have the chance to get. Apart from that, if we can just pick up enough money to buy something on this floor, and like a full item, maybe a blue candle or something like that, and then also perhaps access an arcade, or, you know, contribute to an arcade spawning on the next level, I would love it. Let's try it. Hematemesis is fine. Pretty Fly is even better than fine. And that's quite a decent chunk of change there. Thank you, Pretty Fly, for not making me take dumb damage in a situation where I definitely should have taken dumb damage. I know we should be looking for Tinted Rocks, but I also just want to take a quick little peek around, see if maybe, you know, a magic mushroom showing up would be pretty meaningful for me, so I wanted to give it a shot. Harlequin Baby is acceptable. Not necessarily something to write home about, but acceptable nonetheless. Every extra bomb makes me feel pretty good as well. I think he's gonna die. Or at least get like one hit away. That can't be the same one. That would be very disappointing for me. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Doesn't really matter. Come on. This is not an XL floor, but it's got a large size seemingly to it. I think we would have found the secret room there if the secret room had been there, so okay with that. You're gonna explode, no, you're gonna explode into bullets. Okay, that's acceptable. We can get around that. I'm just trying to stay focused on the game at hand right now. To believe you me, my brain is, adrift. Surprisingly apt word for it, but my brain is awash. That's what I was going for. Something to do with the sea, with all sorts of zany commentary and whatnot. But at the same time, I'm still trying to shake off the cobwebs of the last run, and I think it makes a lot of sense for us to just play it, you know, cool for now, you know. We haven't finished our homework yet, so I'm not going to talk on the phone. What year is it? Are kids still getting yelled at for talking on the phone too much? Yeah, Dad, but now there's cell phones. It's a totally different generation. Definitely we want starter deck. And Gazrun. I do want to take it right now, but I'm not gonna take it right now. This will be... That was very dumb. This will be a replacement for the bean. I actually think, and it's not like a super unpopular opinion. It's like, does anybody else, you know, floss after they brush? I'm not trying to be like that guy. I'm just saying, you know, does anybody else not like the New England Patriots? Anyway, I'm thinking that we'll take the pony, because I think it's actually a kind of an underrated spacebar item if you don't have an active ability to fly, which admittedly we may have after this, but it could be Krampus. It's Krampus. I don't really want to just crash into him. We could probably use the pony's active effect for something a little bit better than that. Be a great opportunity to get a lump of coal. There's not a doubt in my mind that right now the pony is better for us than Krampus's head would be. So lump of coal showing up I think is very nice. Starter deck is a good help as well, and what I'm thinking here is we'll just save the bean. Not the bean, sorry. Save the Dagaz rune. Close, you know, you can see how my brain got a little confused there, but we'll save the Dagaz rune and use it when we get like a Curse of the Blind, or if we really need a Spirit Heart, of course, that's another good opportunity, but I'm thinking for right now, we're better off just holding on to it than we are using it. Probably should not stay still, is one thing, but probably should not stay right next to the neutral fly either. So there's a library and a double key room here. So we have enough to go into both. I would like to go into the library. We can fly. It might allow us to get 5 books, or 1 book. But we might be able to reroll that on our double key room. 3, rerolls all the consumables on the ground. Yeah, so there are some extra consumables back here. I rerolled the batteries. Really smart call. We got a devil card. Necronomicon I don't think is very good. But I guess we weren't going to do anything with the batteries anyway, so it's not like we missed out big time there. And then there's some consumables down here that are different now. We got a key. Umbilical cord is not particularly strong. Let's try for a magic mush. Ooh, some kind of special card. 2 of diamonds. I'll pop it, take the devil card with me. Obviously, you know, that might not be the most efficient way of handling things, but it could be. I don't want to use the Dagaz rune yet. I also don't want to fall asleep because I'd miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing. Anything here? Okay. Now, if I were looking for a second secret room, it's usually close to the boss fight. Wouldn't mind buying that Spirit Heart on this floor. Let's go check that out. It'd be close to the boss fight. Probably, like, right here seems like a reasonable opportunity. Yeah, okay, and we just got a nickel drop, which is absurd as well. Second secret room did not pan out. That's alright, life goes on. I think we'll buy this. Oh, did that get rerolled? Why are you half price? I think it rerolled the consumable into a real item, and I don't expect that this is going to be too worthwhile for us. But I think you got to admit that a half price actual battery is a pretty smoking deal, so we're going to take that. And we have Dagaz, we have the Devil card. Is it a shitty curse? It is not a curse at all, so we'll continue to just hold on to this Dagaz rune until we absolutely need to do something more productive with it. Still, this is a run that is up in the air for sure. Didn't find our second secret room. It's up in the air. We have some decent stuff going on for us. Damage is pretty good. The ability to fly is nice. We're still very, very early. Like, despite the fact that it's taken me forever here, that's kind of working as intended. This is my goal, was to take forever. We have a guppy item. We have lump of coal. We have the ability to fly. Consumables are good. An arcade, I can't stress enough, even with only 1 HP. An arcade is potentially super nice because of the fanny pack. It could solve, or at least mitigate, alleviate any consumable-based problems we might have in the future or the near future. Another key back down here. Like, we're not really rolling in bombs right now. We're not really rolling in keys, although we're in a much more comfortable position. And money's good, I'll admit that, but an arcade would solve a lot of potential issues here. At least that did some damage. I'm assuming. Yeah. Got very close. And there's enough HP for us to make a decent go at it, too, if we can just find one. Too many big rooms. That's my feedback for this floor. If you're looking for constructive feedback, there are way too many big rooms on this floor. Game has gone from a 10 out of 10 to a 2 out of 10. The user score is going to plummet. Just a complete lack of respect for the time of its players. I'm joking, of course. I wish I didn't have to say that, but sometimes you gotta say it. Not smart to get that close to the enemy. We were only really able to get away with it because we have a decent speed stat. Mostly just because of the pony, honestly. That's another reason I think the pony is a little underrated. Its speed is really good. Converter is interesting, but also not that amazing, usually. I don't know. We could convert and then go into our boss fight, but I think we're better off just going into our boss fight, but I don't know. Converter's so weird, because in the late game, I want spirit hearts. I want less red hearts, more spirit hearts. In the early game, you want more red hearts, but it seems like a shame to go in this direction when we're going to want to go in the other direction in like 2 floors time. What I would love to see happen is a deal with the devil where we pick up 9 lives. Like, if we get a 9 lives deal with the devil right now or on the floor right after, then that's good, and then we definitely don't want to buy the converter. Unless we do, and then we'll have 9 lives to go along with it. So, we're a little bit more insulated, but for sure, we're looking for everything right now. Any stat. Admittedly, the screw is not that good, but I'll take it regardless. The tier stat from it is non-negligible. Even if it's not truly incredible. Alright, we've already done the hard part. 1 has died. All we gotta do is take out like 1 per phase, and then the rest of our life becomes easy. So we still have we did do our item room on the last floor, right? Like, we went everywhere on our last floor, I must have. This is only the caves too, yeah, it's just, the fact is we're just, we're going so slowly that I'm psyching myself out a little bit, which is, again, I can't stress enough, actually a good thing. Because it gives me time to do my due diligence. I don't know why I'm stressing out so much about my damage when I know that, you know, we're probably going to have many opportunities to improve it. Let's go here first. We have a golden key. I was thinking that maybe if it were a 6 or a 1 room, we'd want to reroll prior to our item room. Cricket's Head. That is, you know, what can I say? What can I say about Cricket's Head that I haven't said already? Except thank you. Thank you very much for that. So that, combined with Lump of Coal, combined with Jesus Juice, combined with our starting stats, gives us a really, really nice amount of damage that should be defensible for a long period of time. Yeah, the fact that we're 2-shotting enemies is lovely. We've already been to our shop. It kind of sucked, but we may want to take advantage of Converter. No arcade again, but thank you for the secret room. I would never have looked here. And yeah, you know, I would say 1 bomb for, what was 7 or 8 cents there is pretty worthwhile. Inside of here, we've got another golden chest, and I'll be happy to open golden chests as long as we have, very stupid there, as long as we have Converter. And by Converter, I mean the golden key. That was not a good use of our second charge there, but that's alright. This is a really good test of how our damage is doing, and the fact that we're doing pretty solidly against these bosses, and, you know, you can see against Peep, we're no slouch in the damage department right now, which is really gonna give me some confidence moving forward. Next floor, we got a pretty good deal with the devil chance. Still got the gauze, still got the devil. We can get 2 HP back via Converter. And actually, with the Dagaz rune on top of that, we could get 2 HP back and then have a Spirit Heart backing us up as well. But do we want to? I can't help but feel that I probably would. So I think I'm going to make a bit of a weird decision to use Converter. Use it once, buy this, use it again. Use the Dagaz rune. Obviously, we could have used this to get a curse, but that's okay. And yeah, this is as far as we can go with it, which is fine. I think we'll try this. It's the Sun. Very good card to have. We got Sun and Devil. Good combination. Second secret room. If I were a second secret room, I would... Oh, okay, I would have expected here. So it's not there. Then I would expect here, and it's not there. Let's go through the flowchart. After that, I would expect... Oh, man. It gets a little tricky. I might expect here. I might expect here. Or here. I don't really want to go as far down this rabbit hole as we can go. But I probably will. I would expect here. Alright. I'm going to give it 2 more opportunities. Not there, thankfully. And it could be here. This is actually a common archetype for the second secret room. Let's try it. Oh, thank God I didn't leave after that. Even though it ended up turning out shitty for us, I still think it was worth looking for. You never know if you're going to get that Eternal Heart that's really going to give you the, you know, the fuel for a deal with the devil later. Pretty good floor. We're leaving with enough money to buy something on the next floor. We have way more HP. We have a good chance at a deal with the devil. We got the ability to fly. Or was that last floor? That was last floor, but we still have the ability to fly. If you don't want to think about it too hard. That's still a positive that we have going for us, and we're on Necropolis XL. So this is good but bad. The good thing is it is all going to be consolidated in one floor here, which can be nice. We might lose out a little bit on a deal with the devil. Like, if we get one here, then it'll punish us on the womb more than it would have if we'd gotten one on Depths 1 normally and then had none on Depths 2. So we may end up losing out on one deal with the devil as a byproduct of that, which is pretty bad. Fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna try. Alright, that's fine. I should be more vigilant about looking for tinted rocks as well. We haven't found too many. Partially me, partially the game, probably. Hanged Man we'll just use, because it's obviously not useful. For us, at least. Yeah, this is shaping up to be an interesting run, because... Oh, we do get another bomb. I'm in a good position, and I don't want to sell it like I'm screwed at all. I can't believe I only hit 1 there. That's it reflects poorly on my play. Our damage is so good. Our HP is only okay. So it's really kind of my favorite style of run. You know, it's a glass cannon run. However, it's not really oh, that's bad damage. It's not really a true glass cannon run because we're not, it's more like a glass musket. Like, we need a Polyphemus or a Brimstone or a quad shot or any combination thereof to really make me feel like we're moving on to the next level, you know, in terms of the damage that I would need. Oh, geez, that was dumb. In terms of the damage that we would need to have to come out of this. So, let's try not to take any more damage because it's our ass on the line, you know, it's our deal with the devil that we have to pay attention to here. Good, yeah, I like when they get in a straight line, makes my life easier. Show up. There you are. Good stuff, just hoping for the shop to show up as soon as possible. If we think we're gonna get hit, we can do kind of like a bit of a Hail Mary. Just drop the spacebar effect of the pony right away. One more. There we go. Harlequin Baby finished the job there. Thank you, Harlequin Baby. Now we have, like, very little risk of imminent death. And that's a very positive thing to hear. Very little risk of imminent death. We have the Sun card. If things get too dangerous, we have the Devil card. We got HP on the grounds. But we're still, you know, looking out for a Spirit Heart here. I want to blow those up, but oh, thank God we didn't. That's fine. You know, honestly, I would have, of course, preferred if we'd gotten a Spirit Heart out of this, but this is also, like, long-term, this is so much better. The Spirit Heart is like a short-term solution. This is much more beneficial for us. And I would love a lot of rocks there, or sorry, a lot of bombs, obviously, because we want to get into Isaac's room if we can. And I'm very much enjoying our newfound damage. Just want to tease these guys a little bit. You can see, like, our damage is amazing. We're taking out Chubb pretty quickly. This is a champion version of Chubb. I think it might be a little less tanky. Much faster, though. Bombs? No bombs. Red hearts, though. You know, if we're not going to get bombs, we definitely don't need keys. So I'm very content to pick up these red hearts and hopefully have the opportunity to use them on an arcade. We have been to a couple rooms, so I'm a little... actually, have we? No, we haven't used our keys for anything at all, unless we opened a couple... Yeah, we did open a couple golden chests, but still, there we go. There's a random spirit heart. I will say thank you for that, because it... You know, you'd be expecting spirit hearts to show up from time to time. We probably have batted a little bit below our average in terms of number of spirit hearts showing up, but... You know, you gotta say thank you either way, because the game is being kind. Now, I really thought that we'd be, sitting pretty on this Eden run after we started with so much HP and decent damage, and we've been very lucky to be in a pretty comfortable position the whole time, but certainly I would love to be a little bit more defensively safe right now, because this can go south pretty quickly. But this is where we can start to finally play blood banks, and if we can just get... Go back and pick up some red hearts, just to stay safe for now, but if we can just get a blood bag or two, all of a sudden, I'd be starting to think that I was being a little silly by being so anxious at this point of the game. I will say, you know, for all the talk of me being a little anxious here, please don't let me try to sell this as if this is not a good run, particularly on damage. Our damage is amazing. Considering the items that we have not gotten, our damage is amazing. Obviously, there's a few glaring deal with the devil pickups that I would love to have, but... We'll tackle those when they come. We also have the opportunity to maybe get crawl space on this floor if we can get 3 bombs. Ah, that's pretty nice. And we don't really need keys, but at least we finally have a trinket that we can do something with. And plenty of money. So a greed fight here would be a little devastating. Not to my chances, but to my morale a little bit, because we're so ready. Ah, good. And it's actually 2 pretty solid deal with the devil choices. Now, I would love to donate to our donation machine because we stole from it. And that's really what it is. We stole from it on this floor. However, if we have money left over at the end, we'll go for it. But for now, this is really all about me. Now, I am going to check for a second secret room. I know we need bombs, but a second secret room, potentially more valuable. Judgment. Demon Judgment is actually completely fine for us. I really, like, what ended up screwing us a little bit on our last run, there is a reroll room. I gotta check that out before we get too, invested in things here. But what really screwed us on the last run was using that sun card too early, and we had to use the sun card too early because of sloppy play. The proximate cause was definitely the boss rush, but, you know, it would the actual full cause was me being a little silly with my play. We're gonna come down here to this... Oh, it's not a library, it's Isaac's room, right? So I can't check that out. I was hoping it would be like a library with 5 books and then a 4 room over here, but I think the smart money is on it probably being a 1 or a 6 room. If it's a 5 room, we're gonna get so much value out of it because it's an XL floor. It would actually be amazing to be able to start on the depths 1 again and basically get 2 extra floors out of it. Headless Baby is totally fine. Piggy Bank is totally fine. Just watch out for the obvious shittiness that can happen there. What do you got for me? It's a 1 room. We're gonna reroll it. We got good HP. It seems like our reroll has really panned out for us here. Sun card, obviously. Oh, but we have Isaac's Heart. Okay, so that's the trade-off. That's interesting. Damage is great. The fact that we have Isaac's Heart is awful. We got Proptosis, Death's Touch. Let's go down and get some HP. There's a good chance we might need it. I gotta say, super thankful that we still have the Sun card. Because this Isaac's Heart, you know, you never know. But our damage looks great. Sissy long legs. Enough bombs to check this out. Obviously, we have Guillotine as well, which is a damage upgrade. I'm going to try for that extra Spirit Art. I think we might need it. Yeah, there we go. It's a clean room. So this should be a ladder. Yeah, and it could be a black market. Could be a crawl space. Crawl space for Mongo, baby. Nothing wrong with that. I got to admit, it was a great... Obviously, we have the Halo as well. It was a great reroll with the exception of Isaac's Heart. So with Isaac's Heart, I'm a little nervous. Just want to see if we have Stompy. Oftentimes we do. It may be a little bit rich for me to be nervous about it, given the quality of the items that we do have. Especially, like, damage-wise, it's amazing, and our HP is better, and we have a Sun card. However, I'm just worried that it's gonna potentially go south as a result of the fact that we have Isaac's Heart. It's easy for me to make mistakes there. Let's donate before we see what this card is, but I do want to buy it in case it's Hierophant, basically. Tower. We don't need our money for anything, so I don't think it's a total waste. Oh, yes, you. Interesting. Maybe we can crack these open quick. These things are dying in one hit. I'm gonna try just putting a bomb down here. How many more red hearts are there? I mean, there are some. I'm sorry, Demon Judgment. I can't do it. So we really have to watch out for beams. Oh, the damage is good, though. Apart from beams, it's really just me getting in front of the heart. Wait, where'd the heart go? Do we not have Isaac's heart? Am I losing my mind? I have no idea. I actually am very confused by what's happening right now. You might be wondering, if you're so confused, why don't you sound more befuddled? Well, the truth is that confusion is something of a default state for me, especially with these rerolls. So I'm pretty much content to exist in confusion and not ask too many questions about it. I think we take the pentagram. I think we take the goat head's weird, man, because it's. I think we should take the goat head. Just so we can guarantee ourselves to deal with the devil on the next floor. And I do think it was the right idea to take all those. It does mitigate the usefulness of our sun card, but at the same time, well, let's go on a case-by-case basis. We paid 1 red heart to guarantee ourselves a deal with the devil on the next floor. Is that worth it? Debatable. We paid 2 red hearts to get 2 spirit hearts. Is that worth it? Not on face value. However, it's not too far off, and every 6 rooms we can get another black heart, which I think definitely makes it worthwhile. Then we paid 1 red heart for some extra damage. Is that worth it? That's a deal that I take a lot of the time, so I'm not thinking that that's too bad. We got synth oil. That was like a clutch Pandora's box. Synth oil and some money. Yeah, I'm starting to feel much more confident about this. I'm really freaking out about the Isaac's heart thing. It's like we picked up Mongo Baby and now Isaac's heart is non-existent. I'm not complaining, believe you me. I'm just a little surprised, is all. Definitely seems like that's a good thing. Now, I'm not rushing here. I'm just ignoring things that I know are going to be a waste of my time. I don't want to play that judgment. I'm going to walk over the spikes, especially with guillotine. We should get the key. It's probably not going to come back to bite us in the ass, but we should get it. This could be a library, and a library is well worth it, I think. That was not a good pickup there, but in my defense, I think we have the magnet, so it got swept up into us right off the bat. Book of Belial is good. Book of... or Satanic Bible is going to be a little bit more along the lines of what I would like, though. Because it is going to really improve our defense. But, yeah, I mean, it's worth it. That was a good room. I could have played it better. Not happy about that. But 100% my own fault. So we do have a deal with the devil guaranteed on this floor. Gotta take them out before they can shoot us. I am still concerned that, you know, we're going to find ourselves in difficult HP struggles as time goes on. I mean, we felt pretty good on that last run. After we did boss rush, I was like, well, that's the hard stuff done. It ended up not being the hard stuff done. It got harder. And even after the womb, I was like, you know what? We're pretty okay. By the time we got down to the chest, things were looking terrible. So I just want to avoid getting into the habit of counting my chickens before they hatch here. And I think we're doing a pretty good job of it. I think I've played well on this run. And I still, you know, I maintain my commitment to absurdity. I rerolled when the rerolls were available. And it actually worked out very nicely for us. Skull-X should die pretty much before I even really know what's going on here. Yeah, he's done. Coat Hanger is a totally fine pickup, and I want both. I think we can only really justify Dark Matter, and the reasoning is that I don't want to get too close to enemies, but also Dark Matter is 1 HP as opposed to 2 HP combined for both of them, which does allow me to keep the Sun card as an item of some relative worth, you know? Don't really want to do anything on there, even though we have a small chance of getting the Blood Bag. I'll be the first to admit that it could happen. Common Secret Room archetype, and yeah, I mean, it wasn't a huge coup for us, but it worked out. Now, of course, the thing with the Sun card is that we may find ourselves, as we get later and later, not wanting to use it as a full health, as our health gets lower. And instead, we could find ourselves wanting to use it as a map and compass on the cathedral, or even on the chest, and I think that is a noble use as well. Whichever one ends up being the one for us is the one that I'm going to be happiest to do with it. That barely makes sense, but sort of. The only thing is we can't use it on the Curse of the Lost floor. Yeah, maybe we'll save it just for the map and compass on the cathedral, because it'll save us a lot of HP just by not forcing us to go into rooms that we don't have to go into. So I think that that's going to be of critical importance. And I'll admit, I'm being a little bit lazy with our keys right now, but at the same time, we're at 33. If we come across 33 golden chests without having, like, okay, we don't want that just yet. If we come across 33 golden chests without having a Yera rune and a blank card, I'd be very surprised. Seems like a common secret room template down there. Okay, doesn't always work out. So we got 2 black hearts back. 2 of hearts is not really what I'm interested in. It's alright. It's almost my brain is going into like a kind of a zoned out state as a result of the fact that we've just got so much happening on the screen right now. It's actually a little difficult to follow. Now that we've got the spiders working for us as well. What is this? Balls of steel. Well worth it. And there is a tinted rock down here as well. And it was small rock, which we already had, but I'm going to be happy to have again because we re-rolled out of it. Now we could take Eve's lipstick. I don't think it would be the worst idea. But I got trinket inertia. I talk about trinket inertia. It's a real phenomenon, man. Some people think I'm making it up. That's when you have one trinket, you don't want to pick up any other trinkets because you've already got one trinket. What do I have to worry about other trinkets for? It is impossible for me to dodge. That one, admittedly, I probably could have done more on, but it's very tricky for me to dodge at the very least. There we go. Now, I would rather do the cathedral and use the sun card on the chest. But let's make sure we just keep our HP solid. You know, there are spirit hearts to be had here, so maybe I shouldn't... Might as well. Maybe I shouldn't be shooting at all possible times. I'm leaving, as you might expect, 1 HP blank, so that if we pick up a half heart, we have a chance to get some invincibility. It's the kind of thing... I didn't even see that bomb until it was almost too late. It's the kind of thing you hope doesn't make a difference, but if it can make a positive difference, then we'd like it to, so... It's something I'm going to pay attention to. For now, I'm just content with the fact that we seem to be destroying every room before it can even, like, do anything to stop us. 2 spirit hearts. 1 spirit heart, that's a good compromise. Thank you for not giving me a golden chest, unless said golden chest contained 2 spirit hearts. I appreciate it. I'm very sorry about this one, War. You are not going to have too much of a chance here. We're almost back to full HP. Just a couple more rooms, we'll swing it. Thank you for not making me take damage there. And basically it's up to the game whether or not I take damage on that attack from Daddy Longlegs. It's kind of like, I don't like calling for nerfs in Isaac because it makes you seem like an asshole when you're in the middle of like a 90-something or 80-something win streak, but kind of like, I think Daddy Longlegs needs that attack reworked so that it's not basically pure luck where it comes down. But maybe it's not pure luck and I've just never figured out how to dodge it, but maybe you can stand in the door frame or something like that. Maybe there's a way around it that I'm just not familiar with. I don't know. I did leave a chest behind. Not sweating it too much here. Come on, come on. There we go. I'll get this one instead. This one that was much more work. So definitely was better. Very thankful to have BBF as well. You know what would be amazing is if we could actually pick up sad bombs on the chest. And then BBF, every time it exploded, would have like huge high damage proptosis. Basically proptosis, Tammy's head, Death's touch. And that would be a nice damage dealer for me, I think. We're pretty much down to the next floor. I'm giving up almost all pretense of being able to dodge. So I'm kind of just getting in there, and I'm doing some rotations to maybe speed it up a little bit, because it's very difficult for me to tell with all the shots flying around here where my head is and, you know, where my body is, which is actually what takes the damage, where the enemy is, and where the enemy bullets are. It's surprisingly difficult to keep that together. Okay, this should be a win, and then we come back as random, which is, I guess, encouraging. Not a negative thing, at least. Pyro is good. Lemon Mishap is not. Lazarus Rags is not. And I think we got to admit that Bum Friend is not either. But I'm going to use the Sun card on this next room then, just to show us where the heck we go. It is definitely not straight ahead. Pardon me. I stopped shooting because I thought the bomb was going to take care of it. Oh, I accidentally alt-tabbed there. Because I saw I had a new email that I was looking forward to, and I forgot that I was working. That's bad form on my part. There's our boss fight. We can't really skip... maybe we can skip one room. Luck stat must be half decent. The scissors are a joke at this point. I already have the guillotine. We've also had the scissors plus guillotine. I don't know if I'd call it a synergy, but you know what I mean. We've had both of them in conjunction with one another. I forget what it does, but it's not as crazy as you think. It's not as cool as you think. Yeah, we can skip one room. Not that it matters. Probably our time in the secret room has made it roughly equivalent to the amount of time we would have spent on the extra room. But whatever. It's still it's nice to be able to skip a room. Okay, I'm letting myself sigh a little bit here. Take a little sigh of relief. The Yara rune. I mean, it's probably not useful for us on this run now, but it's a nice gesture if we get like a chest drop or something like that. I'm really happy with the way that this one turned out, and we never really found ourselves in too dire of a circumstance. You know, it always looked pretty good. Oh, we'll go back and double that. It's not like we have a charge or anything that we're missing out on. So we'll get 2 items here. Not the craziest usage, but whatever. We'll stick with Satanic Bible out of some misguided sense of loyalty. We'll be back with our random run next, closing in on 90. Not quite there, but getting there. And that's exciting, man. Every 10 is like the true arbitrarily sentimental milestone that I have going for myself right now. It's like every 10 is like another notch on the Isaac bedpost here, if you know what I mean. And we might as well get close. We have Proptosis. Might as well get maximum damage bonus. Didn't fight very well against Blue Baby, but didn't need to. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.